Just a reminder before today's programme that if you're interested you can check out one of the previous videos where we take a look at Adam's personal and classic Yu-Gi-Oh deck. For any duelists out there, this is one video you certainly don't want to miss. And now, here on AMTV, it's that time of the week again for the Sunday Catch-Up. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome back to the Sunday Catch-Up, episode 47. Now you might notice I've got my night glasses on and my hair is not up for once. That is because I'm currently on a day off. I'm very tired but very satisfied from doing the Polar Express, my Christmas job, which is on the railway. And soon I've got a whole stretch coming up where there's going to be no days off, so I need to get this recorded now. So this Sunday Catch-Up has been recorded a few days prior, and hopefully I would have remembered to have left a comment on last week's saying that no further questions after this point will be answered because I'm recording it now. But what's been going on the channel? Well, so far I've managed to get a video to you every day of December. I hope you've been enjoying the content that's been coming, both the regular stuff like the Now Review and some new stuff as well along the way, and I'm going to try and make sure that continues until Christmas Day, but again, there is no guarantees, just to make you all aware. Right, I think that's all the housekeeping rules, so let's get into your questions. So first up, we have Goose Fat December, who says, what are your favourite 80s and 90s songs? That's a very tough question. 90s songs, I'm a big fan of 90s Eurodance, so probably something in that genre, like Well Rhythm is a Dancer, or Mr. Vain, or a lot of the 90s stuff on the Pet Shop Boys album Very is really good. Just a lot of 90s dance. For the 80s, it's mainly like the big hitters like your Michael Jacksons, again the Pet Shop Boys, Tears for Fears, a lot of synth poppy stuff, that's sort of my genre. Harvey Richard says, what is your opinion on those bad animated true story channels like My Story Animated and Actually Happened? Well, I don't pay them any attention, and from what I've seen and people who've used them for memes or talked about them, they're a waste of time, it's garbage content, but sadly it gets on trending, and that's what hurts regular, genuine creators like myself. Celine Sanders, apologies if I pronounced that wrong, when are you going to do the BBC One Circle Idents? I've thought about it for a long time, and they've been around for the Circle Idents, I thought you were on about Oneness. For a Now Review, maybe that'll come soon, maybe sometime into 2020, because the next few Ident reviews, if I can get them planned and out to you guys in time, are going to be more Christmas based. Dr. Floyd 03 says, are you going to see Star Wars Episode 9? Yes, I am. I wasn't that bothered ages ago, but now seeing the trailers, I do actually want to see how they wrap this up. For the third time, 2, are you going to stick with the MCU or are you done? No, I'm going to stick with it. I'm not done. I want to see what Phase 4 brings. I mean, I'm a Marvel fan as well, so I'm a bit daft just to give up on it now, so I'll carry on. And 3, have you seen Ghost with Patrick Swayze? No, I haven't. I've actually got it on DVD, but it's not one I've made my way to yet. Is it worth seeing? Jordan Howell says, what do you think about the Viacom and CBS merger and how it can affect Channel 5? I didn't even know that merger was happening, and as to how it will affect Channel 5, I think it's a UK terrestrial channel, it might not affect it that much, maybe a redesign in the logo, but it shouldn't be too big of a change, I'd imagine. 2, do you think that Channel 4 could be sold to Warner Media sometime in the future? It's definitely a possibility. All these channels have the potential to be bought up and sold or whatever, so, and if they are, as long as they keep the integrity of what Channel 4 is about, I don't see that being a problem. And 3, what do you think about the launch of BritBox in the UK? Yes, this is the streaming service from BBC and ITV. It's nice to have all that content from the two juggernauts of UK terrestrial TV in one place. I haven't checked it out yet, so I'm not sure how much content exactly they've got. I just hope it's enough to sustain people's interest, because the problem is it's getting such a flooded market, the streaming market. You got Netflix, you got Amazon, you got Hulu, Disney Plus is coming. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot coming. Dragonman2455 says, have you ever played any of the Wants to Be a Millionaire DVD games? I own various copies of the DVD games. I have played some of them before, and some of them work fine, but it's like old DVD games that came out back in the day. They're just very clunky, sometimes a bit slow. If you really want to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the go, or via a video game console, stick to any of the console versions, really. Larchin Film says, have you ever seen The Rodfellows? No, I haven't. Tell me a bit more about it. And will you do the Ident Review on ITV Day, the day strand on ITV in the mid-2000s? Didn't know that was a thing, but I'll definitely look into it. And what is your favourite CBBC presenter? I'll always have a soft spot for those I grew up with back in the day. Two that always spring to mind is Angelica Bell, who currently presents on things like The One Show and a lot more, I guess, mature-based content, like adult-based content. And also Barney Howard, who was on Blue Peter at one point. He might be on it now still. But he did things like Prank Patrol, he did Smile back in the day, so those two always stick out to me. Doji says, hey Adam, which do you like better, Tesco or Asda? I'm typically a Tesco shopper, so I guess I better say them. 2, what is your favourite place to go in London? London I'm not really a fan of on the whole, like I don't mind visiting, but I could never live there, far too busy of a city, and it gets far too much attention compared to the rest of the country, quite frankly. But favourite place to go in London, I always like visiting the Who shop, which is in, is it Upton Park, I think it is, off that tube station, near where West Ham used to be based. That's always a cool shop to visit if you get the chance. And do you still do that 80s radio show? Yes, I do, on Sign FM. That is volunteer-based work, and I do it as I can. I was hoping to do some stuff for December, get some Christmas episodes covered, but unfortunately, I haven't found the time to do that. It should hopefully return in early 2020, every week, as it was, but no promises there, we'll see. DJ Rodney says, favourite vinyl album? Ooh, well, do you know what? I have favourite albums that I seem to always keep putting on. I own a lot of albums, as I'm sure you're seeing through the vinyl collection videos we're doing, but there's those certain albums that you always find yourself putting on. So that's like Songs from the Big Chair by Tears for Fears, Actually by the Pet Shop Boys, Can't Slow Down by Lionel Richie, Bad by Michael Jackson, just these albums that you put them on and you just listen to the whole thing without having the need to lift the needle and skip a track. Ribbely says, have you heard of Kurt Cobain? Yeah, of course I have, the frontman of Nirvana who tragically took his own life back in the 90s. Have you ever watched American Dad? I did briefly when I was into Family Guy when I was a teen. I watched a bit of American Dad, but it all just got a bit much for me. Family Guy was enough. I don't think they needed to do American Dad or The Cleveland Show or any of that sort of thing. And 3, do you own any Hotpoint products? No, not to my knowledge. I'm not even sure what Hotpoint does. You best enlighten me on that one. The Kyle John 1 says, what's your favourite now summer party album? The summer 2019 one was pretty good, only because it was only 2 discs, and I think sometimes with 3 discs when it's all modern hits it's a bit, so 2 discs was enough for me. 2, what's your least favourite summer party album? I'm trying to remember my review. I think it was either might have been Summer Party 2017. I was just like, oh, you know, great, same old, same old. And 3, have you ever been to London? Yeah, several times. Been loads of times in my life. Mainly for visiting purposes, but yeah, I've been. Tom Beaumont says, what is your favourite 80s artist? Michael Jackson, Pet Shop Boys, Tears for Fears, just name a few. We've talked about those artists a lot today, actually. And 2, what is your favourite Christmas cartoon, like the Snowman? I never really had one set Christmas cartoon, like, growing up. Like, I didn't even see the Snowman till a few years ago. Christmas cartoon, I don't actually have one. I'm going to have to find one to call my own, aren't I? I used to have a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like, old-style CGI movie on VHS. I guess that one. It was like an updated version of the old 60s version, I think. And 3, do you like Now Forgotten 70s, as it's your favourite so far? Yeah, it's really cool. I've listened to a lot of it now, and it's lovely to hear loads of hits of the time that I never even realised, because the 70s isn't my favourite genre, it's more the 80s, or decade, should I say. But yeah, it's a great little album. I hope they continue with the forgotten stuff, maybe do some forgotten 60s or even 50s. Ash22 says, what is your favourite video game, Adam? Favourite video game? I mean, to pick one. There's stuff I can always go back to. The probably number one guilty pleasure is Sonic Heroes for the PlayStation 2, which I know was the worst version of that game for like frame rates and skippings and clippings and all that. But I remember that. I think that was the first video game I bought full price at the time with my own money that I'd saved up, and it's just a very special game. I can whack it on any time. Same with things like Simpsons Hit and Run. A lot of stuff from the PlayStation 2 era. And what would your idea be to improve the BBC One idents? Well, scrap oneness for a start. Hopefully they will at the start of next year, because start of 2020 will mark 3 years that we've had oneness, and I don't know, maybe they'll keep it as long as they kept circles. They kept them for, 11 years? Yeah, so who knows? I'd just do something different, maybe a bit more what it used to be, like a globe sort of motif, or just something that is a bit more interesting. Kyle Wright says, I have had a few cassette tapes go funny and unplayable a few times. Have you ever had any tapes that go funny or unplayable? Yeah, loads of them. The sad thing about the cassette format is it is deemed a lot of times unreliable by people. If a tape's been left in a hot environment or just environments that they're not suited to, they can indeed just freeze up, which is a shame. But I have, on the whole, most of my tapes work. And 2, what do you think about now refreshing their early ones, like 1, 2, 3, 4? It's a nice idea. I hope they do continue to bring the first few to CD, because of course a lot of them have never been released on CD before. So if they keep that up, yeah, I'm all for it. But I hope, because what was it? I think Now 10 was the first one that was readily available on CD, or in proper format, should I say. So I hope after that they don't just milk it and do the rest, like leave it. Just leave it. And 3, have you ever watched One Foot in the Grave? If so, what do you think? I haven't seen it, you know, but I know it's got Richard Wilson in it, who I do like because he played Gaius in Merlin, so I maybe should check some of it out. Maybe on BritBox if it's there. Itoji says, what is the best brand of ketchup? Well, Heinz, obviously. And 2, what was the best moment of yours in 2019? The best moment? Best moment, goodness. Finding out maybe this musical I'm in next year was going on tour. The No Horizon one, because that's touring next spring in 2020, but I've been involved with the project since autumn of 2017. It's been a long time coming, so to see it come to fruition and be a part of it is really exciting. There's other personal things that have made my 2019, but that's for me. Chestnut Bloke, what is the background music you use during episodes of the ident review when you give your thoughts on each ident? I can't pronounce it, Il Gormi or something. It's a very popular piece of classical music, and I've always loved it, and I just think it suits that more laid-back style of the ident review really well, so that's why I use it. And 2, could you do some Adam Sings Christmas songs, Adam Sings Avicii videos, similar to when you did Adam Sings the Pet Shop Boys? Yeah, maybe in the future if you guys want more singing videos or like more comical videos like that. With the Christmas stuff, it's a bit tricky because my voice doing the Polar Express, you might be able to hear it, I'm not 100%, so doing Christmas songs now might be a little tricky for me. But certainly in the new year, if you want me to sing songs of various artists, whether you want me to do it in a serious manner or a bit more jokey like the Pet Shop Boys, let me know in the comments. Trading Card Boy says, Amazon or eBay? I've got a feeling, eBay, yeah, I started with eBay. Let's go eBay. And 2, BBC News or ITV News? BBC News, any day. Paul Kelly, have you seen the last of the Summer Wine? No, and I know I really should. Is that on BritBox? Hassan Junaid says, have you seen my video on YouTube? No, I haven't, but if you send me a link, I'll check it out. 2, what movie should get made into a video game? Oh, God, there's a lot of potential, a lot of the animated movies, if they make them good, because there used to be some really good animated movie-based video games. And 3, have you seen Cool World? No, I haven't. Any good? Lewis Merritt says, would you ever do a video of scaries on unintentionally creepy kids characters? Maybe. It's more clip-based, isn't it? But if I could find clips that back that up, like, say, Ronald McDonald or something like that, then yeah, I'd be happy to focus an episode on that sometime. And 2, if you could do an interview with any celebrity, who would it be? Ooh, any celebrity. Just because I'm in a phase with them at the minute, probably the 2 Pet Shop Boys, because I think they're really interesting characters, and I'd just like to have a few hours just to sit down with them and just chat with them really about all sorts, about their music, their careers, because they've led really interesting lives and still come across as really humble. 3, what is your opinion on Rain Man? I have Asperger's and I think the film is a bit outdated with its autism awareness. I have seen Rain Man a long time ago, I think when I was in school actually, so probably about 8 years ago or something. I do own it on DVD as it was a Best Picture winner in 1988. I haven't seen it recently, I'll admit, so the film is over 30 years old now, and I can completely understand where you're coming from. It may be outdated with its awareness about autism, but it's something I am going to have to watch again, and then I'll let you know my thoughts. DJF Vlog says, least favourite film? I can only equate, and I might have said this before, I've only ever walked out of the cinema to one film. No, actually, I didn't even do that. I nearly walked out of the cinema to one film in my life, and that was Keith Lemon, the movie from 2012. I don't know why I went to see it. I went to see it with my best mate, who probably convinced me, because I never watched Celebrity Juice, but God, that film was terrible. Favourite Now album? Probably any of the power ballad stuff, because I love that genre. But do you know what? The forgotten 80s stuff is really inching its way up, so maybe one of those. And 3, favourite band or artist? Well, favourite artist has got to be Michael Jackson. And Robtastic Productions says, what is the most important part of your YouTube portfolio? Now that is an interesting question. Most important part of my YouTube portfolio. I'm very happy with my more history-based videos, so the brief history stuff. Sadly, a lot of them get copyrighted or taken down, but when I review that body of work, like the CFAX video or the Jermaine Stewart video, I'm always very, very happy with them. So, but I'm also enjoying the consistency and the amount of uploads I've done. I mean, I've made, 64, 65 episodes of the ident review, over 70 now reviews, so I've been impressed, and the variety of shows as well, you know. 2, have you seen the movie Yesterday? No, I didn't. I'm a big Beatles fan, and having lived in Liverpool for so long, I probably should have, but I'll have to watch it on DVD. Is it any good? And 3, what's your favourite ska band? Oh, now I'll admit to you, ska as a genre, it's not that I'm not into it, I just don't know a lot about it. But it is probably madness. I mean, who doesn't love madness? They're really fun. But yeah, maybe ska's something I need to... Maybe that's what the next Now thing they should do. Now that's what I call ska. I know they've got reggae, but ska would be good. And those are all your questions for the time being. Thank you very much for leaving them. Please leave more questions down below, and they'll be answered in the next Sunday catch-up. And bear in mind, the next Sunday catch-up will be going out, if I've got my dates right, pretty close to Christmas Day. I think it'll actually be on the 22nd of December. So if you've got any more Christmas-themed questions for me, then comment them down below, because I will answer them in what will be the Christmas edition of the Sunday catch-up. Thank you very much for watching. Leave your questions down below. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you continue to enjoy the variety of content that I've got coming on the channel for you. Hopefully it'll still be every day. Again, no promises, but we can only hope and dream. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And until the next one, I will see you guys next time. Well, that does bring us to a close this evening on AMTV. We do hope you enjoyed the programme, and please do keep your eyes open for brand new content that will be coming to you soon. Until then, have a very good week, and we hope that you join us again soon. Good night.